Welcome to my home and my 2026 spring home tour. And as always, we like to start on the porch like you would as my guest to my home. I always like to have an arrangement here by the front door, whether real or faux, to greet you. In this case, it was a faux arrangement because it's easier and less water. On this porch, about 3 years ago, I painted the flooring with the one-step epoxy. It's held up fantastic, although we do have a little bit of pine pollen going on right now. The rug and the rug is from Amazon, and the rockers and the desk were a Facebook Market purchase. And they've both been coated with a weather defense poly, so I don't have to worry about the weather. And if you see, it just makes you want to sit down and have a drink and greet the morning here on the porch. I always have a couple of throw pillows and a throw if it gets a little chilly. And the desk arrangement has a homemade wreath in a holder, a bunny from Hobby Lobby, because we are entering that spring season, a couple of lanterns from Dollar General a couple of years back. And let's not forget above my solar chandelier that lights up the porch at night and just gives a great ambiance. Now, moving on down towards the end, we have a little bit of an unexpected. I like to do things, I treat my porch as if it was another room in my home. So we have a fountain out here that adds to the sound and the lighting at night. It's just a wonderful trickling sound of the water. And we have a mirror that I've thrifted, hung by chains. I attached a shelf to the bottom of that mirror. And of course, I decorated it. You know I'm not going to leave anything undecorated. And I changed this out with the seasons. Now, these two tables were just a little thrift. They were like $5 a piece. I'm not really worried about them. And we have an olive tree in the corner. And as I turn you around and we head back, you're going to see I have a iron piece from Hobby Lobby that I've hung up here. And of course, my front door that last year I taught you how to DIY this with paint and stain to give it a faux wood grain. And now we're going to enter the house. And I hope you enjoyed this tour with me and see all the changes that I've made. All right. This is my home. It's an open concept ranch. We've owned it now for 3 years. So we live in southern Georgia, for those that are new here. My name is Delina. And yes, you see all 3 cats. Jasper's a little gray tabby. We have Mr. Angus, my orange boy, my ginger boy. And we have our newest, who is Finn, the black cat with all the attitude. And he's very, very, he's under a year old. And he likes to get into all my things. So you usually see them in most of my videos. So we have the front door here. And we have my hutch sitting by the front door. My style is predominantly cottage with a vintage flair. So I love to thrift. I love to do things on a budget. And we have my ironstone and whiteware collection here inside of the hutch with a little few trinkets. And above it I have some suitcases and a faux plant. And that Spin that you hear sneezing. And then down on the bottom, I just have one of my vignettes. Very simple one for spring, nothing like too fancy. All right, I'm gonna swing you around. There's my living room. We'll get to that next. So we have my dining room. Lots of natural light. gorgeous drapes from Unicurt, and the Roman shades, I bought fabric from Unicurt and I sewed those myself. We have my grandfather clock, and we have the radio that was my husband's grandparents' radio here in between the windows. Just a beautiful piece of history of our family. And then I recently painted those chairs and the base of my table. We did this centerpiece, a couple of videos back, the dining room video. And other than the flowers being constantly taken by the cats, it is held up. They did steal the carrots though. Those homemade carrots, they have stolen those. I've retrieved a few of those, but unfortunately I think I'm gonna have to wait and clear out the furniture to find the rest. The chandelier above that we added because there was no lighting fixture at all on this side of the open concept. Over here we have my fish tank. Those are bifold doors that lead into the den that was originally the dining room in the house. And I leave them there so I can have access to the back of the tank. But we recently did a makeover on the tank. And my bookcases are from Sedita, which you can get those on Amazon. I showed you how to do a temporary backing to your bookcases with brick wallpaper and foam core. And we have my crock collection on the tops of these with some antique silver. Most anything that you see, there is a video here on the channel, so I don't have to keep repeating myself. But yes, some of my fish. And yes, that's my hand and that's my fish. So lots of bigger fish. I've lost a few since we've lived here, unfortunately. And this is the other bookcase. And some more cracks, of course, up here up top. With some puck lights for lighting. I like to use a lot of different kinds of lights. And then we have the living room, which we keep pretty simple here in the house. It's our main TV viewing. Our couch. And one of the gallery walls in the house. Those drapes again. Our giant TV, which I forgot to put a screensaver on top of. And then our recent, I showed you the coffee table scape and the hearth vignette. And this fireplace, like I said, I redid the fireplace. It was just a shelf and some really yucky orangey beige tiles. So I painted the tiles and I totally redid the fireplace. We have a cat tree because this is real life. I don't hide anything from you. This is my house as you see it. Any day that you knock on the door, this is what my house looks like. French doors out back. We have that piece that I got off of Marketplace that I just absolutely love. Love the fact that it was already stripped down. There's one of the double vignette we did last video. And one of my peg hook racks. I pretty much have one of those in every room in the house. Speaking of rooms, we are only touring the rooms that I have made over so far this year. You all know I'm on a mission to make every room in my house a room that I love. So, we have done the kitchen, dining room, living room, laundry room, and guest room and the porch so far. My husband and I built this together for $50 and absolutely love it. It is a free, like, I can take it off the wall and move it, unlike some other peg racks that you see online that they build them right into the wall. All right, we're gonna move into the kitchen. All right, this is my kitchen, probably my most loved room in the house. That is, been running past. Brick wallpaper from Amazon. I will link that. I get a ton of questions about that. This is the door into the den, which is the next major makeover that you will see on the channel. We have, like I said, I love the brick wallpaper. And we have some lovely vignettes for spring. And my little tiny coffee bar. And above, my refrigerator, which I love to use as an open shelf. I am gonna have an upcoming video, a DIY video, that I show you several different ways to change up your lampshades. We are also going to do some copper patina methods because I get a lot of questions about those. Some faux food because that was another DIY y'all wanted to see. This is my spice rack that y'all hear constantly. I got it at a yard sale when I first moved down here. Our island that my husband, myself, and my son built with my chandelier that we added all the recessed lighting in the chandelier in the house. Turn you around. We have my oven with my microwave above it. We have my copper molds that I showed you how to antique with a very, very simple technique using spray paint. My hood range that I contact papered, still holding up for those that are wondering. I have some of my countertop vignettes. Out back. Showed y'all curtains that I sewed along with the curtains we added under the sink. Now the countertops I did change up slightly because a request of my family, could I like take away the faux bread and could I clean up so they'd have more workspace. So what you're seeing with the countertops is what our daily countertops look like. We have all the stuff that I showed you last time that we were in here, other than I think the cookbooks and my toaster back on the oven or back on the countertop. We have the vignette above the freezer, more of that wallpaper. And of course more copper because I absolutely just love copper. All right. We are going to move into the laundry room, which I just finished yesterday. This is the rug. This is not the rug I showed you in that video. It came and it was like red. It was not brown, it was red. So I used my Amazon app to show me what it would look like in my space, and this is the one that I purchased. And it was a deal. It was like $23 for a 4x6 because of Amazon's spring deal is going on. And I got a new washing machine because my last washing machine finally died. So I finished off all the wallpaper. Took the brick wallpaper that was behind those canisters because my husband requested that and he lives here too. He said it bothered him that the two different wallpapers that were in here. So I took it down and I just went with the wallpaper all the way around. So I've got it up top in the soffit. Still gonna paint these cabinets because on camera it doesn't look bad, but in person they have like a pink hue next to this wallpaper because the wallpaper has almost a green undertone. And I did change up the little vignette here. I'm not done. Like I said, I just finished yesterday. Yes. Finn's like. So this is my laundry room. Now over here behind the door I have all my brooms, mops, and whatnots. I just decided just to take the wallpaper just up at the top and run a piece of molding so that if a wet mop or something that wasn't quite, like I needed to clean the wall really well, I could do that and not worry about the wallpaper. So, spin slowly around. Door out back. And then all this is the same that we decorated together. A little bit of dust on there. So, beautiful wallpaper. I will link that in the description box if you want to use it. Only thing I have to say is I did have issues with it matching up. So the print wasn't exactly the same, especially on the third roll that I had to buy. It was really bad. Alright, y'all. We are going to head into my second favorite room in the house. Now, I will show you the hallway, even though it's going to get a makeover here soon. I'm going to put up a chair rail. I'm going to do a faux wallpaper treatment on the walls. You don't want to miss that. I've got my gallery wall here, which I absolutely positively just love. Probably my favorite one in the house. I've got my quilt on the other side. And as we walk down the hallway, you will notice at the end of the hallway, if you're a returning viewer, I've changed something up and I've got a new piece of furniture down here. But I also did this. I will go into more detail when I do the hallway on this decorating and what I've chose to do here, but just a sneak peek. This was a steal, and I love it to death. I really do. Okay, we are gonna go into the guest room. Now, nothing has changed much in here other than I think I changed up the florals. This is where I work. This is my space. But we finished that wallpaper. Still absolutely like loving it. And the peel and stick molding. I got a couple of new little oil lamps up there on that shelf above the bed. And still have not painted those patches above the bed. I'm waiting. I have some other spots that I need to paint, and I'm waiting to do it all in one shot. So I have the can open, and then I can just paint all the touch-ups in the house that I need to do. The bed. If I spin you around, we have another peg rack, my ironstone platters. We have the chandelier shade that I made. And over here, we still have the lampshade. Loving it. Add a little finial to it. I'm going to show you how to do this one in detail, along with the other ones that I do in an upcoming DIY video. Alright, y'all. Like I said, second favorite room in the house. I'm going to have trouble once I'm all finished, because I love the laundry room too, so. But that's the thing. Every room in my house is going to be a room that I love by the time I'm done. Thank you so much for coming along with my spring tour this year. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of this kind of content and see my journey as I go through the rest of the houses, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all next week.